Namaskar. In the last two parts of fundamental analysis, we talked about how management analysis is done. In the last two parts, we saw what the sources are from which you can obtain the data required for management analysis. As we saw in the last two parts, for management analysis, you will need to collect data on the promoters of the company, watch their interviews, read magazines, listen to the earnings conference call, read the employee reviews on Glassdoor. You will also get to understand what employees feel about the management of the company. After this, you will need to read Money Life magazine to know about financial frauds. You will also need to contact employees and ask them about the management. Also, it is important to check whether the company has done any transactions with the other companies of the promoter, and if yes, look into the nature of the transaction. We saw all these things in the last two parts. A few months back, we had uploaded a video on YouTube on how to do management analysis. So please watch that video. In that, we have talked about a few other tricks related to management analysis. An important point mentioned here is that you need to add keywords like case, fraud, scam, FIR, ban, fine after the name of the company and search on Google. So if the company has done any fraud in the past, you will immediately get to know. If the company has any FIR or cases against it, or if there is any ban against the company, you will get all this information in the Google search results. This is why it is very important to do this. So, after you go through everything mentioned here, you will get some clues about the management of the company. You can form a conclusion by piecing those clues together and get a clear idea about the management. While doing management analysis, even after checking all these things, you will probably make mistakes. Don't be scared of making mistakes. You just need to keep learning from your mistakes. Experience and learning from your mistakes are the best ways of becoming experts in management analysis. So, before analyzing any company, first do the management analysis properly. Generally, most people are in such a hurry that they skip several parts of the analysis. They don't do the entire analysis and stop halfway through. They assume several things on their own and invest in that company. So, don't make the same mistakes. Analysis should always be done in detail. You will need to give a lot of effort for this. Whichever big investors have earned millions and billions from the stock market, all of them have earned the majority of their money from a few companies. From the beginning, we have been telling you that it is very important to do management analysis in India. We have also been saying that before doing analysis on any company, it is important to first do management analysis. You should understand why we are saying this. Let us talk about it. As we all know, the laws in India are not strict at all. If the management of a company makes profit through fraud and no strict action is taken against them, then other companies will also follow their example and do the same. And this is what is happening. Be it Ketan Parekh, Ramalinga Raju from Satyam, Satyam's auditor PwC, that is PricewaterhouseCoopers, or the Singh brothers from Fortis, all these people have done huge scams. But strict action has not been taken on any of them. So if strict action is not taken in spite of these big crimes, then the other criminal-minded people will also start doing the same. In this way, the number of such crimes increases. Look, it is not like all the businessmen in Dubai are honest. The reason why the crime rate is low in Dubai is because the laws are strict there. The Satyam computer scam came out in 2009. In this, investors made a huge loss. They basically lost all their money. Satyam had used fake invoices to show an increased revenue. They manipulated all their financial statements. PricewaterhouseCoopers, that is PwC, was Satyam's auditor. Satyam had been doing this fraud for quite a few years. But still, PwC failed to report it. After that, PwC was found guilty and was banned for 2 years. For a crime of this magnitude, this is a negligible punishment. A similar accounting scam had happened in the US as well. It involved one of the biggest companies in the US, Enron. The auditor was Arthur Andersen. After this accounting scam, Arthur Andersen was found guilty. Then, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, which is like the counterpart of SEBI in the US, banned Arthur Andersen from the accounting business. So, the next time a US audit firm thinks about doing a scam like this, then they will think twice, because if they get caught, their entire business will be taken away. Such a fear is not there in India. Now, let us talk about the next case. Ericsson had provided a service to Reliance Communications. Out of this, Reliance Communications had not paid Rs 550 crores to Ericsson. After this, Ericsson had to go through lengthy court processes. They have been going on doing this for the last few years. In spite of this, they have not gotten their money. Recently, the Supreme Court has told Anil Ambani that he has to return Ericsson's money immediately. He will also have to pay interest of 12%. So, in spite of not returning Ericsson's money for all these years, no strict action has been taken against Reliance Communications or Anil Ambani. He just has to pay interest of 12% per annum. The Singh brothers' case was similar. The Singh brothers took Rs 403 crores from Fortis without the permission of the board. They diverted the money using unethical means. When the company found out about this, they filed a complaint against the Singh brothers. The court told them that they would have to return the money immediately. That is all. In spite of taking the money without board permission, carrying out unethical activities and stealing, no strict action was taken against the Singh brothers. Now, talking about Ketan Parekh, He had done a huge scam. In spite of doing such a scam in 2001, if you look at the punishment, it is only for 3 years. He was banned from investing in the stock market till 2017. So now he can even trade in the stock market. Even though he scammed such a huge amount, he was only punished for 3 years. Because of these things, criminal-minded people think that if they do fraud for a few hundred crores, they too will not be punished much. They will only be punished for 2 to 3 years. It is very important to change this thing. Investors make huge losses from all this, but the guilty get off easy. The fraud is done by others, but the ones who lose out are the investors. It has become like this. This is why the investor has to judge for themselves and be careful. This is why we keep saying that it is very important to do management analysis in India. The big investors in India focus on management analysis. If you look at Vijay Kedia's investment philosophy, you will notice that he focuses a lot on management analysis. From time to time, he tells people about management analysis through tweets. Recently, he has said, investing in the honest management is the only way to be successful in the market. So, keep all these things in mind and don't skip on management analysis. Here, we end the 5th part of fundamental analysis. We hope that you have liked the video.